My past life is running through my mind at the moment, and it's embarrassing with what clarity it comes back, actually.
When I hear her voice, it's sort of 27 years ago and I'm eating cheese on toast with the family watching Doctor Who as a kid.
Action!
Where's K9?
We need to run.
Where's... What have you done?
A lot of people will be quite amazed to see her. It's like she hasn't aged.
Cut!
The mood on set is just totally Doctor Who.
Liz, could you just let David slam the door before your line? No,
Everyone is enjoying being here. That feels totally the same.
David, can you squeeze a bit longer on the sonicking for me?
It's just bigger.
Action!
Where's K9?
We need to run.
Where is he? What have you done?
Cut! And for Liz's first shot, I think...
Welcome back, Sarah Jane.
The main thing about bringing back Sarah Jane is that we thought of a great story. That's always the most important thing, right? Never mind the past and never mind what it means to other generations, things like that. There's a great, great story to be told.
Action.
Hello, Sarah Jane.
It's you. Oh, Doctor. Oh, my God, it's you, isn't it?
One of the things about the Doctor is that he goes through life picking people up and moving on, you know, and that's never really examined in the show.
Did I do something wrong? Because he never came back for me. You just dumped me.
Like an old girlfriend, you know, they split up. The Doctor dumped her. And years later, they meet up again. And where are they left with that? And how does that affect you if you've been travelling through time and space?
You took me to the furthest reaches of the galaxy. You showed me supernovas, intergalactic battles, and then you just dropped me back on Earth. How could anything compare to that?
Sarah Jane's quite bitter. She's not particularly pleased about how her life turned out.
He really did love her, but he really has never been back to see her.
I waited for you. I missed you.
And then you have to ask yourself, why? Why does he live a life like that?
Oh, you didn't need me. You were getting on with your life.
You were my life.
If you imagine that as a story about a man going from woman to woman to woman, it's a very interesting, emotional story.
Who's she?
Rose, Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, Rose.
Hi. Nice to meet you. You can tell you're getting older. Your assistants are getting younger.
I'm not his assistant.
No. I get you, Tiger.
As ever with any story, you're sort of looking at what the Doctor and Rose's relationship is, so some new slant or some new light on that story, and it's hard to think up new elements of the story, and so Sarah Jane brings in jealousy, which we've never had before.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but who exactly are you?
Sarah Jane Smith. I used to travel with the Doctor.
Oh, he's never mentioned ya.
Oh, must have done. Sarah Jane, mention her all the time.
Hold on. Sorry. Never.
What?
It is an interesting situation when Rose meets Sarah Jane. It is, I think, as Mickey, I think, says.
Oh, mate, the missus and the ex. Welcome to every man's worst nightmare.
Which puts the Doctor in a slightly awkward position at times, and it's certainly a very difficult position for Rose, who hadn't, I don't think, until this point, really thought this through, that there were other ones before her.
How many of us have there been travelling with you?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does, if I'm just the latest in a long line.
As opposed to what?
In School Reunion, there's the realisation that possibly life with the Doctor is not forever.
I thought you and me were... I obviously got it wrong.
The journey that Rose is taking, Sarah has already done.
I've been to the year 5 billion, right? But this... Now, this has really seen the future. You just leave us behind. Is that what you're going to do to me?
No, not to you.
What Sarah Jane does for Rose in the story is to give her a new perspective on life with the Doctor, and this time it's not necessarily a good perspective, it's the fact that this cannot last.
But Sarah Jane, you were that close to her once, and now... You never even mention her.
This is the Doctor. This is what he does. He will go on.
As the series goes on, we see what Rose's resolve is to how to deal with that.
You can spend the rest of your life with me. But I can't spend the rest of mine with you. I have to live on. Alone.
Life for the Time Lord cannot be forever, that he will outlive you no matter what.
That's the curse of the Time Lords.
I saw the designs of the prosthetics. The excitement stepped up again because I could just see how, scary this guy could be.